Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Pastor Billy Joe Hillbilly's Tidbits. Morsels, if you would. Little chunks of little bits of wisdom. Or stupidity, or whatever. Whatever it happens to be. Alright. I'm really excited because this is kind of like the last, episode I had planned in the series, and I've gotten them all recorded today. Wow. I'm sure I'll think of other stuff soon, though. Don't panic. It's not over. But for the moment, episode 15 will be it, I think, for Pastor Billy Joe Hillbilly's Tidbits. And I'm going to take a little breather, I think. Take a little break. It may be an hour. It may be a week. I don't know. But I think I'll take a little break, and then I'll get back to the A Time to Think series. But for now, I think today, at least for a few minutes, I think, at least, maybe a few days or even a week or two, I think. Nah, I'm not going to wait that long. But at least for, tidbits, I think until I come up with something else to say, I think we'll, today's 15th episode will be the last one in the series for now. Again, that may change half an hour after I finish recording it. Anyway, but I do want to talk about something ongoing. And this is something that Christians, this is really, I'm really speaking to Christians in this episode. I want to talk about something ongoing, and that's salvation. You see, the problem so many have, they get a little bit, tied up in this whole, the war is already won. Well, the war, as you are saved, the war is won, yes. The battles, however, are not. So don't give up yet. It ain't over. Get off your butt. Keep trudging along, because, see, salvation, I believe that once you are saved, you are saved. Period. But I still sort of see it, though, the process. Again, once you're there, you're done. You're saved. You don't have to go back tomorrow and get saved again. You don't have to go back 3 or 4 weeks and get saved for the 18th time. 7 times today I've been saved. Because I got saved, and then I screwed up, and then so I got saved again, and then I screwed up a few more times, and, ended up getting saved, again. Again. Woe is me. Woe is you is right. Woe is all of us. But anyway, once you're saved, you are saved. Nothing can change that. I don't believe you can lose your salvation. You can lose the joy of your salvation. I think that's what, was it King David said something like, restore, it might not have been King David, I'm sorry. I'm not a Bible scholar, which, as a pastor I should be. Of course, I'm not a pastor, so maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I should be anyway. I'm rambling. But anyway, I think it was King David said, restore unto me the joy of my salvation. Didn't say restore unto me my salvation. So you gotta watch the words, you know. Words count. Even little words like joy. So he says, restore unto me the joy of my salvation. He doesn't say restore unto me my salvation, just the joy of my salvation. So you might lose the joy, but I don't think you lose the salvation part. So once you're saved, it's done. But that doesn't mean you just quit. You don't say, well, free selling from here out. Whatever I want to do, I can do because I'm saved and it's done. The war is won. But again, the battles aren't won. And you will have many, many, many of them ahead. You see, when you're saved, you're indicating that you want a relationship with God. You've turned away from you and you've turned to Him. Well, having a relationship with someone, or in this case with God, is more than, you know, walking down the aisle together and saying, I do, and then leaving. Never seeing each other again. It's an ongoing thing. It doesn't stop there with the I do's, or I will, or please, or forgive me, and I'm turning from my sin now. It's like, I've mentioned this before. This has always irked the dickens out of me when people have said it. You know, but married men have said, you know, I know several men who have said after marriage that, you know, they'll say something like this. They'll be like, you know, you'll see them, you know, eyeballing, you know, every pretty girl that comes through. And they'll say, well, you know, I've already ordered. But it doesn't mean I can't look at the menu. Actually does. It actually does. Once you've ordered, you give the menu back to the waiter or waitress and you say, I've made my decision. It's done. You don't keep going back and looking at the menu again. There's no point. Unless what you chose is so abhorrent to you that you choose to divorce that woman and that you're going to go then and look for somebody new. Okay, all right, whatever. But if that's not your plan, if your goal isn't to lose that one and get a new one, then yeah, once you've ordered, you quit looking at the menu. It's done. You commit to God. Quit looking back. Quit constantly be turning from Him and saying, but I'll be right there. Just a minute. I'm gonna go over here and do this nasty, filthy whatever. Watch things on the internet I shouldn't be watching. Cheat on my spouse or whatever. You know, I'm gonna do all these horrible things. But I'll turn back. Don't you worry. I'm coming. I'll catch up. Really? Is that a kind of a relationship that you would want? Be honest about it. Is that the kind of relationship that you would want? As a man, assuming you happen to be a man. I mean, I don't know who I'm talking to. Probably nobody. Probably just myself. But do you want your wife to be, you know, hold on, baby. I'm going to go out with this other dude. I'll come back to you. Don't worry. People seem to think, okay, well, God's going to forgive me, so it's okay. Really? Would you cheat on your spouse because eventually your spouse would forgive you? Does that make it okay to do it? No. Let me give you a hint. No. And in case you missed that, heck no. That's not how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to continuously strive to improve, to strengthen, and to continue in that relationship. When you turn to God, it is an ongoing, lifelong, never get there from here, but you keep on plugging away. You keep on trying for perfection. You keep on trying. You'll fail, you'll mess up, you'll backslide, you'll turn away. But don't use that as an excuse to do it. Just because you're going to mess up doesn't mean you should just go ahead and do it, because you know it's going to happen eventually anyway. Well, I might as well look at this pornography. I might as well, do this bad thing or that bad thing or the other bad thing. We make so many excuses in life. Well, that person, cheated me, so I'm going to cheat them back because fair is fair. Eye for an eye. Righto. That's how it should work, isn't it? Right. It's not how it works. It's not how it's supposed to work, at least. So anyway, when you turn to God, just don't even bother turning to God unless you really plan to make it a lifelong, ongoing, forever thing. And if you're serious about it, don't set yourself up for failure. Don't go ahead and say, well, I'm going to mess up, so I'll go ahead and do that while I'm young. Then I'll turn back, at some point. I'll catch up. By the time you decide to catch up, you might be just pretty much lost again. Again, don't believe you lose your salvation, but, you can certainly lose the joy. Don't let it happen. Work. 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 Keep moving that direction. Pray. Read the Bible. Go to church. Like I said in a previous video, you can still listen to a little rock music once in a while, but when you hear the good stuff, the beautiful music created by some of today's Christian artists, why would you listen to all that other stuff? So maybe you just take the AC/DC records, 8 tracks, whatever. Maybe you upgraded to CD. Maybe just, file them away. Maybe just, put them in the closet. Package them up. Keep moving in the right direction. Because it's an ongoing thing. Salvation may be instant and immediate and perfect and unending. But that relationship, it's just started. Okay, so that's it. Like I said, take me a break. And I'll see you again soon enough, I'm sure. But not today. I don't expect. So, thanks for listening.